Hi, everyone. Welcome to, I think, episode 12 here on Alma, Missouri. Uh, so we got to get planting. We got to get our soybeans planted for our pig food. That's what we want, right? Double check real quick before we do this. So we're going to do the sugar beet one, I think. Corn, soybeans, barley, and sugar beet. And the other one is corn, barley, soybeans, sugar beet. So either one, really, we can do either. All right. So let's get things up. We're going to use our JCB for planting since it's our most powerful tractor that we can use for planting, and it works with precision farming. The other one doesn't, the one that's more powerful. All right, here we go. Almost ran into that wall. Let's do a little bit more turn this way. There we go. Hit it. Nope. I gotta hit it more straight on. Whoop. I keep on hitting that direction thinking I'm going to go the other direction, but I'm not. I don't know. My brain just not working correctly. And it's always like that. Okay, so we need to switch this to uh soybeans. What we're looking for. Yep. And that's what these two fields are going to be. We already got our barley fields up. We already got our wheat fields up. We already got our sugar beet fields up. So only thing we need left is the soybeans here. Hold it. We're planting like heavily. Well, it says medium, but I don't know, 37 seeds per second and then jumping up to 38. It seems a little much, but it is what it is. Um, yeah, let's do this. Around. Ooh. Okay. Uh, well, hopefully I don't lose power here. Um, I just heard big old thunder. Okay. Okay. Well, I might have to stop this episode here in just a minute then and resume it later on. I'll try and get this stuff planted if I can before an issue pops up. That's not good. I can see the lights flickering. It's, it barely flickered, but there was a little bit of it. There goes that fly buzzing by my ear again. Um, I have a little bit right here in this edge, so made to it. Don't know why it didn't do it, but it didn't do it for some reason. Why is it? Wow. Okay, GPS. Okay. Be like that. Get this. It's supposed to be. Yeah, it's just not doing it. The thing is off. It's down. Let me do this. Turn it on. Try not to get the other field. Yeah, it just won't do it. I don't know. It thinks it's not plowed or something right there for some reason. I don't understand it myself. You can clearly see it's been plowed and everything. It just doesn't think it is. I've noticed that a lot of edges. It did that in Riverbend Spring as well. So it's not just this map. It's not flickered again since that first time. There's that flag again. This time it went from it instead of just buzzing my right ear, it went from left to right behind me or something. Got one little bit of stripe left. Then I'm going to save the game. I'm also going to pause for a second and quit the game and come back in because that creates a backup. It doesn't create a backup until you quit the game. So, all right. So I'll be back in just 1 second. All right. So, yeah, I had to stop there due to the storm. It came in hard and heavy there. As soon as I turned the game off, it like hit. So we were under a severe thunderstorm warning for 38 minutes, and then it got extended for an hour and all kinds of things. So I have no idea what that achievement was. If you heard that, something about sowing or something, I think. So something related to planting. that just completely failed for some reason. The machine's on, it didn't lower when I pushed the lower button. Yeah, the whole thing. Get this one last little bit right up here. All right, so we got this last field over here we need to plant, number 13. With soybeans, and we also have field 21. We'll put soybeans back in it, and we should be good to go on everything. We have plenty, we're going to have plenty of wheat, we're going to have plenty of barley, sugar beets. We have corn already, if we would use the corn one. Yeah. I have no idea why the tram lines are here. It says no tram lines defined, but they're still here for some reason. I think the least we're going to get is probably the soybeans. Maybe corn that we would have the least of. When we have everything harvest, we'll check and that's will decide what we want to use as our thing. Since we already have like 1,000. Okay, sure, game. I was holding down that button. You know I was. Um, I think we're going to have the most of sugar beets at 1,000,000 liters off the last time we harvested the field. And then we just planted that field and hopefully improved it, the yield on it a lot more. We hopefully get like 1.5 million this time. So we should be, we probably have enough to do like the sugar beet one. It clipped through enough for me to just pull through. I didn't have to get out and pick it up and put it in. Yeah, splashes. Splashes. And that's it. Everything's planted. So soybeans, barley, sugar beets, wheat, barley, soybeans, 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 wheat, grass, and barley up here. Yeah, I think barley is going to be our lowest number of stuff, maybe comparatively. It's either going to be soybeans or it's going to be barley. I'm thinking it's going to be soybeans personally. Oh, I didn't have a problem with this before. Let's hope the train doesn't come. Of course, it's the planter that dragged this time. I went over that thing with the slurry tanker, and I didn't have a problem. We just missed the train. We just got missed hit by just missed get hit by the train again. It was coming. But yeah, I drove over that thing with the slurry tanker, but I guess it's because this thing like bottoms out like right up front. There's no wheels really up front. Also, I think I was a little bit more to the right, so I was hitting the heel more than hitting like that edge of that bridge. So that probably didn't help. But we got everything planted, so now it's just waiting on us to get it from ready to harvest. I am going to have to do another fertilization stage maybe on things. So this should have been clean real quick. It's this one I'm thinking about. Oh, it's already clean. Cool. But yeah, if you run into the problem with that mod, if you decide to use that mod, just sit there for a minute. It'll fix itself. It'll clean it. You just sometimes for some reason have to just sit there while it does like 10% at a time. That's what I found. All right. Let's park her up. And the thunder's back for me. I think I had like about, would I have like about 30 minutes earlier? If I had 15, this will be about 30. I might go ahead and just cut it early and call it an episode. Yeah, I think the lights turn off every time I cut the game off and cut it back on because I've kind of noticed that I have the light on and then when I come back the light will be off for some reason. I think it's me it's turning off the game in between when I'm in there. I think. So let me check real quick on things. So our chickens. Ooh. We need food. Not what I was wanting to do, but okay. We'll use the truck said use me. So we'll use the truck. Also for some reason the camera keeps on reset on this one, even though I have the camera to not reset on anything. Oop, uh, come on. Come on, truck. So I need to raise this thing up all the way top. I think it's how this one has to work. Yeah, has to be raised all the way up for it to not raise the wheels off the ground, the back wheels. Even still, it's a pretty close thing, I think. Oh yeah, this thing can't open up the cover on this, I forgot, but that's okay. It'll automatically open once we get over here. Wheat. We're gonna have to use some of the wheat for our chickens. They go through the food. I don't know why he set the food to be only 7,500 for this many chickens. It's kind of insane, really. We should have enough wheat, I think, for them until we get the next wheat harvest. And we're gonna before we make any of the pig food, we're just gonna stuff it off into our silo here, just to check on our numbers and everything. Once we get to that point, of course, do this board. And now it don't close. Let's drive our truck in here and get it washed. Trailer is fine. All right. All right. Before we go anywhere, let's see. Do we need to give them grass, TMR? They should be fine on TMR actually. I mean, we did just get babies born, but I think we'll be fine. I'll s- I'll always say beforehand if it's not enough, I'll just restart the day. I'll just undo the save and undo the time deal and get them to TMR before next month. I think I'm going to go ahead and call it here. It might be like really short episode, but the storm seems to be starting up again for me. And actually, I feel a little bit better. I'm not as clogged up right now. Excuse me, but I will say I'm getting a little bit more clogged up in my chest, I feel. So it may be transitioning to a new thing here for me, going from my nose to my throat here. Hopefully it just means I'm getting better. I doubt it. It has been a week, so usually these things run a course in a week, so we'll see. That, that, close that, that, close that, light off, door closed. Save in case we need to feed the cows. As long as we don't run out of food, then we should be fine. And transition to the next month. And then I'll need to check on weeds, fertilizer, nitrogen, uh, and feeding the animals. So we just gave the chickens full food, right? We just shaved the chickens full food. What are they at now? The cows are actually fine. They got 9,000 left. Yeah, they eat like 3,000 a month or so. And it only holds 7,500. The cows eat about right now at their numbers, they eat about 18,000 a month or so. 20 maybe. No, probably about 14 actually. Looking at the numbers. We were at 22, I think. Uh, and then the goats hardly eat anything, and they only eat grass. They're the easiest to take care of. Uh, so let's see. Our dairy, we have everything is like done. Yeah, our goat milk is gone. Our regular milk is gone. So we we should have some products to sell. Our spinnery, we're going to need to get those other two bales over there because it goes through it pretty quick at 300% speed. And we got 38,000 liters. All right. So, yeah, I'll just get those things sold in between episodes. I'm going to go ahead and save because this is the last of this week's episodes. And the next time we play, I'll have to get some things done. We got to get to what is our month that we need to get to? For harvesting our wheat, we need to get to July. Harvesting our sugar beets, we need to get to October. And harvesting our soybeans is also October. And then we have our barley that needs to be harvested in June. So it's actually next month. Okay. So I will see you when we get to the needing to harvest in June of the barley. Those fields have already been taken care of. I just need to take care of the field 1, field 5, field 13, and field 21 that we just did. The rest of it's already all taken care of. I got to take care of the sugar beets as well. I just remembered that. All right. So thank you for watching. I'll see y'all next time. Y'all have a nice time, whatever time it is in y'all's part of the world. Bye.